Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu late tonight hinting the door is not closed to new negotiations involving the Qataris to get hostages home.
We have serious criticisms of Qatar, about which I suppose you will hear in due course. But right now, we are trying to complete the recovery of our hostages.
He's insisting he will keep up the military pressure on Hamas as Netanyahu is under pressure himself. Protesters in the streets of Tel Aviv, like Ruby Hen, whose son, Ite, an American citizen, is believed to be held captive.
Tell me why you decided to come out here to march tonight.
The Israeli families believe that the Israeli government needs to put an offer on the table today.
Thousands gathering in one of the biggest demonstrations since the war began. Nearby, 2 Israeli cabinet members meeting with hostage family members. Do you believe that right now, tonight, that this is a turning point?
I hope so. I believe that they can make the right choice.
The urgency building after the deaths of 3 Israeli hostages killed by their own military. Alon Shamriz, Yotam Haim, and Samer Al-Talalka. With stunning new developments now involving how they died. An IDF official says the 3 tried to wave a makeshift white flag before they were fired on. Soldiers began shooting anyway, killing 2 of the men immediately, the official says, describing how the 3rd ran to find shelter, calling for help in Hebrew. But even after a ceasefire was called, another round of fire killed the 3rd hostage. The IDF describing the war's tense backdrop, soldiers on edge.
The fire by the Israeli soldier here was totally in violation of the rules of engagement.
The fighting relentless. In Jerusalem Friday, people scrambled at the Western Wall after rare sirens warned of missiles on the way, shot down by the Iron Dome. In Gaza, nearly 19,000 Palestinians have been killed, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. We had our bikes here, closed, says 13-year-old Suleiman Barhoum. His house destroyed in a strike. In a moment, nothing left.
And Hallie joins me now from Tel Aviv. Hallie, we're learning tonight of developments to get more aid deliveries into Gaza through a second border crossing?
Yes, Jose, a U.S. official tells NBC News they expect the Kerem Shalom crossing to open tomorrow, the first time since this war started that aid would go directly into Gaza from Israel. Jose?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.